Though, remember I just mentioned that there's so much emotion around the word money. Some of us love it, some of us hate it, some of us hide from it. We hide from the business of chiropractic. So just so that you didn't think that I'm just personally coming up with my own concepts about the emotions around money, who better to quote than Oprah? Oprah's database is phenomenal. Oprah literally has such a diverse group that she's probably got one of the most powerful databases in the world at this point. So here's some interesting stats that one of Oprah's surveys found about money. Oprah found that 67% of the people surveyed feel anxious and out of control about money. Anybody in the room like that? And you're not sticking up your hand, but there's 67% of you in this room that are like that. Because we in this room really are just a microcosm of the population at large, aren't we? So, I mean, look at these stats. 81% of those surveyed are responsible for actually handling the household finances, and only 9% of this group considers they are money savvy. So many of you are handling your money, and you just know you're not savvy about money. 66% do not consider they earn what they are worth. 40% do not get their taxes done or in on time. Hello, the most important words of leadership, and write these down please, are I am responsible. Giuliani said this. You read his book. His whole approach through 9/11 was I am responsible. That had a huge impact on me when I started to study leadership. This 40% is showing that 40% of the population, meaning 40% of this room, you aren't even feeling responsible for your own money, your practice, your family, your wealth. We've got a problem. The survey goes on, it says 58% who carry credit card balances, and 58% actually carry the balances, and they comment that this is like throwing money or cash on a blazing fire. They know it. They know it's just like the credit cards. I mean, it's a ridiculous thing. One of my other favorite authors is Dave Ramsey, who just talks about cut up your credit cards. And some of you in this room literally need to do that. 18% of those surveyed are drowning in debt. 23% hide purchases from their significant others. There is so much emotion and crazy emotion around money. Some questions I have for you this morning, and I want you to write these down. What is the last thought you had about money, and when? So when did you think last about money? Have a thought come in your mind. Was it this morning at breakfast as you paid the bill? Is it as you checked out of the hotel? Was it yesterday as we had some amazing vendors and lots of great information? But I know you, and I coach so many of you, and I know some people said, oh my God, I can't afford that. So write down for yourself, what was your last thought and when was that? This starts to be revealing. We have to start to learn to pattern interrupt those thoughts. The important part then of taking a look at what you wrote down is it a positive emotion or thought, or is it a negative emotion or thought? Remember, the laws of attraction say thoughts become things. So if that was a negative thought, and it was 5 minutes ago, 50 minutes ago, yesterday, what's happening is it's just showing you, it's revealing the very mixed emotions that you have about money, but I'm going to tell you that many of you, those were some negative emotions. Doesn't mean you're not human. We all are. Look at the stats on this survey. It just means that we have to practice the principles we teach in